Suppose your application is running very slow. What could be the possible reasons and how would you debug it? So here's how I would approach it. First, I would not immediately restart the application or increase the server size. I would first try to identify where the latency is actually coming from. I would start from the infrastructure and then move towards the application part. Firstly, I would check DNS and the load balancer. I would verify that Route 53 is resolving correctly and then check the load balancer for things like target health, response time, HTTP error codes, and connection counts. The next one is I would check the traffic pattern. I would see if there is a sudden spike in traffic or not. Are there too many concurrent users or connections too? Then I would move towards the EC2 instance itself. I would check CPU, memory, disk IOs, network utilization, using usually through CloudWatch and Linux commands. Some of the Linux commands which I will be using here, like for CPU and running processes, I can go with top or htop command. For memory, I can use free space -h. To get quick view of CPU, memory, and IO, I can go with vmstat command. If I want to investigate further from the disk point of view, I can use iostat. I can also check active network connections using sss space -tulpn and the network interfaces statistics using netstat command. Then I would also identify whether a specific process is consuming excessive amount of CPU or memory using the command called ps space -aux. I would also check system and application logs. For kernel level errors, I can use the command called dmesg, and then for the web application purpose, I would also check the access and error logs. For example, let's say you have Nginx, for that purpose, you can check the access logs or error logs, present in the /var//log path. Now, there could be several reasons for the slowness. It could be either high CPU or memory usage, slow disk IOs, network latency or packet loss, too many connections, insufficient resources, application insufficiency, or AWS service limit, or any other external dependency. So I wouldn't just look at one specific metric. I would correlate metrics, logs, traffic patterns, and application behavior to isolate the actual bottleneck. And once I identify the root cause, I would fix it, validate the improvement, and continue monitoring to make sure the issue doesn't come back.